NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Those defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Down. Here's a run by Cook. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He has it complete to Christian Watson. first down. And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Cousins. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they're... He's got a man. Complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Vikings take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful on one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7-7, our score after one. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll try the middle with Cook. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action now. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. DeWangu going to get it on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Cousins on the keeper. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Packers at 14-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Box it, box it, box it. Come out.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that... Incomplete.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that, but as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Inside. Back, come on. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Take 30.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Back to it after the pick-6. Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joseph now to have the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and inches, Cousins nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that.
And this is caught at the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now, he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
102 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20, this one over 30. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On play action, Cousins. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins now. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and that'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A critical error game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Cousins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, it's Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This a long one in the elements here in the snow. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, they continue their